have to go after that, but... Okay, so... When I was little, and even now, although I really hate whenever it ices in St. Louis because then I can't ever drive anywhere, but I'm kind of obsessed with going out and doing stuff, so I always do, and it's always really scary. But this one time, I was looking out at my parents' house. I was like probably 12 or something, okay? So I'm looking out the window, and it had just iced the night before, and there was this gigantic icicle. This icicle was like almost as tall as me, however tall I was whenever I was 10, okay? And I got so excited, and I was like, Mom, can I take that icicle off of the gutter? Because I was afraid it might rip down. And she was like, okay, if you want. If you can get it down. She probably just thought I couldn't get it down, but I did. So I get it down. I don't remember that because it wasn't as important. But I get it down, and I'm carrying it. But I have gloves on because it's really cold, but it keeps sticking to my gloves. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like falling out and then getting cold again. I don't know. And I'm going to take it to my neighbor Melissa's house, right? Well, me and Melissa were like BFF. We would like play all day and then each go into our separate houses to watch Saved by the Bell and then come out and play all night. Anyway, so it was so exciting. So I go to take it over to Melissa's house and I get over there and I was like, look at this icicle. And she was like, oh, we're eating or something. I don't know. She wasn't as excited as I was. Probably because it wasn't on her house, but I had it. So then, okay, I'm going back to the house, my house, and there's this like light pole, like on the Chronicles of Narnia, where there's like, it's just like a pole with a light. I don't know how the electric gets to it. But ours, we're a little bit Hoosier where I come from, I'm not gonna lie. So there was no light, it was just a pole with like a wire. But it was there. Okay, well, this is the backstory to that. It's kind of like the prostitute part of his story. I had seen this movie a couple of times every Christmas called The Christmas Story. And I was for sure that if you stick your tongue to a pole, it doesn't stick. Because, like, that was a movie. It didn't make any sense to me. And so I saw the pole, I had the icicle, and I was like, you know, I'm just going to lick the frosting off of the pole. So I go up to the pole, and I'm kind of nervous because I'm like, well, why did they show that in the movie if it's not true? Although I'm 10 thinking this, so not as logical. And I stick it. Well, it sticks, so it stuck. So my nose was stuck to the pole, and I had the icicle, and then all of a sudden I'm kind of freaking out, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, can I just rip it off, or is it going to rip my tongue off? And then I wanted to start screaming for help, but I was like, if I say help, my lips, you know what I mean? My lips are going to stick too. Then I'll be mute. No one will ever hear me. I feel like it's like getting dark. I don't know. Maybe I made that up, but I felt like there was nobody that I could reach out to, okay? The house is behind me. I'm facing away from the house. The tongue on the pole. The icicle. I don't remember what happened to the icicle this time. It doesn't matter. Melissa didn't appreciate it anyways. So I got my tongue on the pole. So I just started like screaming, right? The oh baby part was, oh baby, look at that icicle. But anyways. So I start screaming because my tongue is stuck to this pole, and it's true, you know what I mean? And if you saw the movie, he's got like this big bandage around his tongue whenever he got done sticking it to the pole, so I don't really know what's going on, so I started screaming like, ah, but louder. All of a sudden, I hear the like door open, like the screen door or whatever, and my sister saying like, Mom, I think Sarah's stuck to the pole. So I'm screaming, and then my mom, I can't see her because, you know, it's behind me, but my mom like yells out, I'm coming, honey. So she comes out. I can see this out of my peripheral or something because I remember the sight. She comes out with a cup filled with lukewarm water, which I only found out later. And she's like shaking it because she's super nervous, you know what I mean? So she gets up to the pole and she's like, don't pull away, don't pull away. Well, I'm freaking out. I want to pull away. I'm stuck to this pole. You know, it's like I'm a prisoner of the pole. So she's like pouring it on my tongue, and like half of it misses my tongue because she's so nervous. I feel the warm water, so I'm like, it's my cue to pull. I pull. Yeah. And so then we're like, let's go inside. So we're going inside, and Mom's like, don't look down. So, you know, I look down immediately, and there's like the blood trail going from my tongue. Get in the bathroom. You know, my tongue at that point was like a little bit of a flap to it. I talked funny for a day or two. I probably tried to kind of, you know, talk a little bit funky just to get the sympathy, but... And then at that point you think, well, maybe you'd shut up about it because, you know, it's embarrassing, but I had to put the word out, you know, for any other kids that had this idea because it was really traumatizing and scary, but that's my story.